Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm just gonna get right into it. It's kind of a hard subject to talk about, but it has to be talked about. My hatch is going to the scrapper. And I'll explain why. So 5 years ago, I had the car painted. The painter did not think it was important to tell me that the frame rail on the driver's side closest to the clutch master cylinder was weak in rotting out under the sealant. So what he did, he filled it with sealant, he recovered it with sealant, and he painted over it. And since he didn't tell me, I never knew about it. So after IFO, we had the gas leak. We ripped the motor out, and I started stripping the bay, because I just wanted to send the car back out to go get repainted. I was contemplating changing the color, and then I started peeling back. I started peeling back the sealant, and I noticed a gaping hole in my frame rail. I did all the measurements. I took it to a frame shop. And the driver's side has shifted 10 degrees over to the passenger. And even if they did fix it, they cannot guarantee that it will not happen again. So, they gave me a price. Price was outrageous to begin with. And it's just not worth it to continue. So, Saturday, I will be stripping the car. It will leave here, and it will go straight to the crusher. It's a very surreal moment. I've had the car 5 years. Me and my wife, we built that in a very hard time in our life. And it's more than a car to us. So it's going to be quite heartbreaking. But her memory will live on. And I'll use all the J-Swap stuff for my next project. It will be another EK. I actually already purchased it. Just haven't introduced it to the channel. I don't think I will. At least for another 2 weeks. And whatever I don't use for mine will go into my wife's hatch, which is right behind me. We did the timing on it. We figured out that my buddy John was over here helping with the timing because I don't mess with timing, and we couldn't time it because we go to spin it and it would only spin halfway, both ways. So come to find out that the pressure plate from Action Clutch it wasn't faulty, but it was faulty. So I think it just had too much powder coat on it, and it was jamming up against the housing of my transmission. So we just shaved it down a little bit, put it back in. Works perfectly fine now. Car's on timing, the head's on, valve cover's on. I gotta take the valve cover back off because I completely forgot to put the grommets for the coil packs on the inside. So, yeah. It sucks. I did not want to build another car right now. But for both me and my wife to have a season, that's what's going to have to happen. So yeah, as you can see, I have a new table. My other bench is right back there. I found this table on Facebook Marketplace. I paid $40, and now all I need is a metal top, and I could start welding. So that's that. We already set up the welder. We have my bottle of argon right here. Regulator, hose, big George. We got plenty of cups. We got, we got some filler rod. So we're definitely gonna have to go get more. But yeah, I got some aluminum coupons. Not aluminum, stainless coupons. Practice on, because my machine doesn't weld aluminum. I will be upgrading to the 225X, and once that happens, then I can start playing with some aluminum. Playing with some aluminum right now at school, so it's fun. It's tough stuff. I'll tell you that right now. You can burn through that stuff so quick. In a blink of an eye, you can burn a hole right through it. So, you got to make sure everything's right. So, yeah. I'll show you my girl's hatch. And this is really just an update on what's going on. And, yeah. So, let's go take a look at my girl's hatch and see what's going on. So, like I said, head's on. Everything's on right. Everything's good. Intake manifold, injectors, and fuel rail is on. We also made the holes for the brake tuck. My buddy over at Flinmar made me these stainless lines, which is great because they look great on there. Yeah, that's that. Everything's all good to go. So yeah, I gave my wife my wheel setup. The 16x8 positive 35 or 30 Koenig decagrams with the Falcon Azeni's oh man, I forgot. The RT660s. Actually, Manolo Ghost Boyaki is using these same tires. I suggest these tires 110%. They're great. They're sticky. They do what they were meant to do. And yeah, they're just great overall tires. I think the best of the tires I've ever purchased. Really haven't done much to the inside, but that is going to change drastically very, very, very soon. As I said, all my stuff is going in here. So, maybe the following weekend, I'll start putting this interior back together. I'll probably put the dashboard back in, get that all situated with. That's where the, I'm still missing the K-tune plate. It's going to go up the opposite side. The harness for the motor and the harness for the starter and alternator will be going through there. There's still a lot of parts to install on this. My painter still has to come by. He has to deliver the mirrors, the side skirt, and those two. And he has a few things he needs to touch up on this before this is actually all said and done. I'll be mocking up the radiator as soon as I can, so that can be all situated. I'm not sure if I'm going to go with Dashline. I heard of Autoplumb, which gives you the look of Dashlines, but you don't have to weld any bungs. So if that's the case, that's what I'm gonna go and do. I still gotta make a filler neck for it because it doesn't. It's a Volkswagen, so radiator, so it doesn't come with a filler neck. So I gotta figure all that stuff out on how I'm gonna accomplish that. But for the next project, like I said, it's gonna be an EK. I'm gonna run it all motor. We sold the turbo. We sold the turbo kit. Times are tough, so family first and foremost. So yeah, we're gonna be doing an all motor setup. She should make around 320 all motor, which is great. It's gonna be great for the street. The turbo was nice, but it took out all the fun out of actually just driving the car, especially with all the overheating problems. Then we had an oil leak and we fixed that, but then the gas leak came up. It was a headache. So I'm gonna be running fuel injector clinic injectors, probably 750s, 1,000 max. I really don't even need to do 1,000 because it's gonna be all motor. So if anybody does end up getting a set of fuel rails from P2R, just know that they are not made for injector dynamic injector top hats. They are made for fuel injector clinic injectors and top hats. From my conversations with the owner of P2R, that was my main issue. So yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. I will give you a little hint. The theme is going to be demon for my next build. So black and red. So that's the only hint I will give you. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a nice little fun build. It's sad that I have to let my hatch go, but this one's going to be so much better. I fucked up a lot on my hatch, and all those mistakes that I made learning, I've learned from them. So that's why this car is as clean as it is. So that being said, like, share, subscribe, and I will definitely see you on the next one.